Nikki's, and Nikki, not Nikki, I think Nick? I think it's just, no, Nina. I keep revoking Nina's life privileges, and she's an original, so I need to stop doing that. Because she has so many fucking tantrums. She's the new Tofu. Okay, so some of my original people have a history on other maps, and holy shit, Tofu is just a piece of shit on most maps. And every so often on this map, he is great, and he's so helpful, and he's so nice, and every other map in existence, he's just a piece of shit. And it's really a hands-off kind of situation as to whether or not I'm going to kill him or if I'm going to let the game kill him, right? And I just kind of like have to let that ride out pretty much. But this time around, Tofu's been really great. But Nina's been having issues. And then we've got Grasshopper, who isn't he's not an original, but he's a cook. So he's important, right? People that got important roles like sustaining the colony, like cooks, are like genuinely well cared for. Like Skizzer doesn't have care at all. He's mostly just like, it's probably mostly the brawler side of it that's got his beef, but yeah, he's got no health. He's been on the brink of death since Quillen. It's been impressive. This guy has managed to get out of Quillen, survive a caravan, survive like starvation and various flus and injuries and fights, and he's obviously always having fucking punch-ups, and he's still alive. Like, it's nuts. There's Nina. Yeah, so she's an original, and I have to keep bringing her health back because I keep revoking it because she's just having a fucking shit fit all the time, honestly. But I don't think Grasshopper's in here. He must be still cooking. So he must be over here somewhere. There's Cockroach. Yeah, he must be somewhere. Bucket, he's somewhere in the colony. I don't know where he is. He's normally either cooking or asleep. He doesn't do much else, generally speaking. So he might be getting something. I'm a fan of removing leg privileges personally, but medical privileges works too. Yes, I don't take off any legs or anything like that. Also, there's no cannibalism here. So, like, my people, if they're in hospital, like this is primarily the biggest hospital we've got at the moment because these two are kind of unfinished. Like, it's hard to see. If I could get the flooring done, there's steel, you know, we'd be able to see, but we can't for the moment. So this is really hard to see. Anyway, generally speaking, I don't take any legs or anything like that off them because there's nothing I could do with them. And I'm not sure if I can reinstall them once I remove them. Imagine that. Just take the legs off Skizzer and put that on McPherson and put McPherson's on Pex and Pex on Chet's. And everybody's got everybody else's legs except for their own. You know, it's just weird to me. Like, I know that most people just, like, give them, like, great shit, like bionics and stuff, but I don't have that kind of fucking economy here. Like, Nick's been zapped several times. They've got a really bad scar. Like, I could heal them. I've got one of those things to, I've got a healing mech serum. I don't really want to use it. Like, unless Nick goes down as an original person and I can't, like, roll back a save or I can't save them, then I'll use, like, a resurrect mech serum or a healing serum or something like that to kind of, like, stack the odds of, like, fixing them up and stuff. But until then, I don't really want to, I don't want to do that, you know? He's fueled by spite at this point. Look, Grasshopper sure as fuck is. Grasshopper killed 7 of our... There he is. Killed 7 of our cooks at the first location when we were trying to leave Salvation. And he basically just slaughtered everybody and made it impossible for us to leave the map. And until he finished having his fucking berserk mentaling thing, I had to send people back from a previous caravan to knock him out, to rescue the other people so that they could all leave. And he's just been a piece of shit ever since. I should have let him die. But he's a cook. He's a really good cook. And he also does medical. So he's got 2 priority things that I want to keep. If he wasn't a complete piece of shit, like, as a cook, if he wasn't a cook, he'd be dead because he's a complete piece of shit kind of thing, you know? So he's lucked out with those traits. If he didn't have those traits, he'd be squashed back at fucking Salvation, you know? Sorry, terrible pun intended because he's a grasshopper. Anyway, what else is there? So to be fair, I don't actually remove legs from anyone except for very specific prisoners. I don't know, I try to treat my prisoners really well. I'm trying to build up the prison at the moment because I don't want this to look like this. This never should have looked like this, but I had so many prisoners come in originally. I needed just maximum prison that I could possibly get. Let's see, lobster's got a bad back now. Cool, that's fine. I actually want to move this over a little bit. This is marble, right? Yeah, I want to move the table over a tiny bit. I've seen it sitting here before. About there. That way we can actually get benches and stuff by it. I should have some kind of mod. Limbs can't be like sewn onto someone else. That's fair. Kind of. That's the weird thing to know, but also good to know, because no, I don't have any mods like that. Like I do have, hold on, I updated my mods list, so when I type it in here, I don't know if it's mod list or mods list. There you go. That's all I've got. It does not display very well, but that's fine. Yeah, that's all I've got. I don't have, apart from the name and game one, which I probably have to update that I've got that DLC now. Like I don't have any of the other DLCs. I've got only those mods, and World Reproduction isn't even working. So yeah, we kind of lost one in the process. What else do I need here? I need to fix up the electricals in the center. Alright, so how is this going in? It's going in from the side, and we're missing a bit here. I don't know what happened over here. My vanilla has no leg splicing. That is good though. Identical thing, or okay, so they've already built that. That's fine. There's definitely mods for it, but I've never used one. I've seen a mods spotlight once before, but can't remember the name. So what I kind of want to do is I want these all on separate power grids. The only problem is I kind of need this kitchen to be running all the time, and this down here has 3 geothermals. So what I want is, we've already got this connected here, but I want to send this, I can't have them connect there. I think I was removing that by the look of how I did it, but this is fine. If I go along the outside, oh, because it'll be visible there, that's why. Okay, I know what I did previously. I want hidden ones. That's what I didn't do. Okay, once I've got those, and once I've got this bit disconnected, that will connect the, hopefully the top and the bottom. I know that we've got power running around from the outside. It's going the long way around, but eventually I would like it to kind of go through, I want it to go through here, but I want it to go through here better than this, preferably. I kind of want to separate the power. Let me build a copy of this. So I don't want my powers to be touching, but at the moment I also kind of can't build on these spots yet because we've got the power, like the water sort of issue there. So it's still kind of, that's in place. All right. So the other thing too is I do want this through the center, and I want them to be hidden, but I don't want them to like touch or anything. But yeah, there we go. Okay, so power's going to go through the center once that gets built. This one did get built. The only reason why I want it to be off to the side is for any reason, if they happen to destroy something, or if like over here these can't reach, the power needs to go around the outside. Whoops, I don't need that there. I'm back, gonna make lunch. No worries, I'll be here. I'm always here at this time, give or take. Well, at like quarter to midnight, I am generally always here at this time, so that is accurate. I was thinking of something before, I can't remember what it was. I don't know. It's weird to think, sorry, completely like random off topic thing. It's weird to think that like in less than a month, it'll be, I think my 2nd year stream anniversary coming up, November. Because I don't know why, but like the game went quiet, so I had like a moment. I had a moment with my thoughts, and we went like a mile into the future, and I was thinking all the way up to Christmas. This shit happens every so often. If there's silence, there's thought. I did disconnect that because I don't want that to be there. I want this to come over. So I want this to come down like this for the moment. Stream anniversary, let's go. I haven't got any plans for it though yet. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Like I do want to celebrate it because, as I said, I won't be celebrating when my affiliate anniversary happens again. because that's just not something that interests me as much as like celebrating when I started streaming. So I will probably do something, I just don't know what yet. I haven't got any plans, but I'll think about it. I see some people do like, I've seen some like streamathon things. Last year I did 7 Days to Die with people, and I think it was like with the Twitch integration. That was sort of fun, except my god, that would be a lot. Plus I don't have any people connected in to play 7 days at the moment, so that's alright. I'm gonna do something else. I thought about, I don't know how well this would go, but I thought about trying to do like a insane like little like RimWorld game where I'm up against like Randy and shit for the first time. Like, I don't even know if I could get my people off the ground because like, I don't know about you guys, but whenever I play RimWorld, whenever I have played like any RimWorld colony, every other colony fails. And there's only like one in every so many that actually survive and like get massive kind of thing, like actually live. And I could understand with like Randy, it would make it even harder, but I'm also used to having a fuck ton of people available to do anything. So whenever I have to go back to the beginning, it's a lot. It's like, holy shit, like everything just disappears kind of thing. Like I have to wait for one person to have a sleep and then get up and have a meal so that they feel well equipped enough to make the base that they've got to sleep in and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'll have a think about it. Too much stuff too early in the game always screws you. I do the same thing. So I, like with this place, I mapped out the entire layout of this place, give or take. Like a bit of the beds, a bit of like all this, the diamonds and all that stuff. I mapped out all of that one night. And then when I loaded in next, I had like most of it selected so that they couldn't just straight away build it. And I just kind of like released an area at a time as I was able to build it. But I wasn't focusing in on the right kind of priorities, which is why we ended up starving the following winter, because I didn't prioritize like growing a massive crop or like having food stores and stuff like that. I was focused on getting them shelter, and that kind of fucked me over, which fair enough, happens, but still. Actually, this should be where it, yeah, goes off to the side here. I can see these ones. I could get these ones just removed as they are. I don't want to grab everything I see because we need things, but then raiders attack en masse. So that's the thing, is like Phoebe Chillax gives me a little bit more time to like build up defense and prepare my people and all that sort of stuff, because like part of the reason why I enjoy playing on her is, especially while I'm streaming, it allows me to be able to hold a conversation and not worry that like, oh, I'm distracted, I'm gonna, you know, not get my people to go pick up weapons, or we're not gonna go and get food or something like that, right? It gives me a little bit more grace period to actually hold a conversation with Phoebe. But that's why I thought like Randy could be awful for me, because like I haven't had any experience with Randy, and as far as I know, he's just like, you can get like raids on top of raids before like another raid is actually finished raiding you, as far as I know. And I'm like, that would be nuts. Like if I had this many people, like if I could import this as like a full save and then change it over to Randy, and then just be like, let's just do one day and see what happens with my colony at this size with Randy. Like, I think that would be pretty fucking interesting. I'd have to like look into it because I've never done it before. Long range scanner has found some steel. Where is it? Where? I've got a caravan at the moment, but it's not too far away. I could send a group of miners over to this. So I'll select like I could probably find my miners and stuff like that. They'll be like undergrounders, cave explorers, stuff like this, like Sashers for sure. But I'll need to go in and find my genuine people that are actually diggers and stuff, and I'll put them in here. But for now, I want like probably about 8 people, and I'll send them out. I'm not finding too many people that are obvious, so let's just grab a little section like that. That should be about 8 people, plus, you know, the one up the top. That I dropped 10 meteors, 50 nukes, 100 floods on top of you. Oh, and also rats, lots of rats. The rats. Look, my people need food though, so the rats would solve the problem that I've got with the cats that need food, and the panthers that need food. So that would actually be like actually good. But yeah, like I've never seen meteors. I've never seen floods. I've never seen nukes or any kind of like fallout or stuff like that in the game. Apparently, you get all that shit with Randy. So I don't know. I'll have a think about all this and I'll like look into it and stuff. But like I thought about doing something just fun with RimWorld or whatever for the day. Usually when I do like a streamiversary, I've only done one. But usually when I've done it, I've done like a longer stream or something and then I've taken a couple of days off afterwards to recover. When is it going to be? Hold on. Let me just look at the calendar. And it's going to be on a Friday. So that's actually not too bad. It's the 22nd of November, I think. I think it's that. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look at it because like I've got it written down somewhere, and pretty much once you become an affiliate with Twitch, they stop telling you when you started, because now you're only supposed to celebrate the fact that you are an affiliate. Which I don't really give two shits about. I'm like, I care more that I started streaming at a certain point of time. But yeah, anyway, I'll probably find where that is, and that way I can like hone it down to the exact day, because yeah, Twitch isn't going to tell me anymore. It wants to tell me, like, you'll see the party hat thing for my affiliate anniversary in May, but I won't be doing anything for it. It's just going to be something that you can cheer if you want to. But I don't care much for it. This, I probably should try. Think of something. It will take more medicine because they often get crushed when they go out mining. An affiliate like my first week, so they're pretty close. That's pretty good. Yeah, no, I had absolutely no experience or knowledge of streaming or anything. So I got affiliate, I think it was like about 5 months or something like that. It was like 5 or 6 months. But I also wasn't consistent with streaming when I started, and I also flipped my timetable from day to night because I wasn't awake. I don't have anything that they can take with them to sell, but this should be fine. I'll send them and then I'll go in and I'll find who my miners actually are and I'll add them to Caravan. That way we can get like the right group. I made a Twitch account in 2014. It did exactly 2 streams though. But when I started streaming for real, it was pretty quick. Yeah, that's pretty good. I said, like, I had zero knowledge of streaming or anything like that. Like, I watched stuff on YouTube. I watched some people on YouTube and I was like, I know that they streamed, but I never watched them stream. I never came over and saw anything on Twitch ever. So when I started, I literally had no experience. Like, I was playing PUBG. I pretty much just went live one day and I was like, cool. I don't think I went live for the rest of the week, and then I think it was like the following week I realized that I should probably stream again, and then I think I only streamed like twice a week at the start, and then I kind of like did that for like a couple of months. I also had like a lot of medical stuff going on where they changed my medicine for my Crohn's and kind of made me comatose. So I was sleeping up to like 20 hours a day. So I couldn't actually function. I wasn't like eating or drinking or anything like that. So I literally was like kind of not alive. And then I sort of, once I got past that, I was kind of up to maybe about 3 days a week. And again, I was only streaming for like 2 hours at a time. So I wasn't live for very long. I wasn't streaming, doing much. Even though I was like talking like all hell from the beginning, it still was like, I didn't have a good microphone. So not many people could hear me unless they had absolutely everything max. So I kind of had like a lot of stuff kind of stacked against me in the beginning that I wasn't aware was a problem kind of thing. Plus like I had to learn how to use like, not just like Twitch, but like Twitch Studio. I had to also like, I don't know, learn how to use like YouTube and stuff all around then, and a bunch of social medias, because I kind of like started everything at once. Before I kind of knew it, it had been like 6 months or so, and we hit affiliate, and then I made an avatar, because I didn't have an avatar up until that point. I was just a faceless channel, and that was still fine with me. But yeah, once I got my avatar, things kind of changed a little bit then. I actually had a few people. The other thing too is I never told anybody that I was streaming. Like, my partner knew, and after a few months Grim knew, but like nobody else knew. So it was kind of like just this kind of, yeah, disembodied, strange individual on the internet that has like no association with anybody. So basically, apart from Nick and Grim, everybody else is just, I have no clue who the fuck they are. I've just gotten to know everybody as I've gotten to know them, like, which is kind of nice. Trying to find where the fuck my caravan is at the moment, so I can hack, like, get rid of the right people out of it. I know I sent Snake for it. I've just got to spot him. I also sent Whale and some other people. I've got to figure out what they are. It's a voice from the void. Lol. Yeah, pretty much. Random stream friends are fun. The other thing too is when I changed my time frame of streaming, because I went from 10 AM in the morning to 10 PM at night, I expected to kind of lose everybody. There's Whale. I didn't lose everyone. I still have a few people that obviously like still watch me from like the original time slot, but it's like a reverse time for them. But yeah, I don't know. I just appreciate that like the people that were from like 12 whole hours different still watch me and stuff like that. Like, not everybody does. Like, people come and go. Some people follow because it seems interesting, but they're not interested in another game. Sometimes people aren't interested in some of like the ramblings and like various conversations that I have and stuff, and that's fine. Like, I expect everybody to enjoy my brand of streaming. Plus, the other thing too is I guess I'm not trying to be entertaining. That's another thing. I know like the whole point of streaming is you kind of want to be entertaining and shit, but like I just kind of figure if somebody enjoys what I'm doing and, I don't know, just enjoys like having the chit chat in the background. I don't know what you were just bleeding out from then. And careful, Vivo. Yeah, I don't know. I just figure if people enjoy what I'm doing, that's great. If not, I'm probably not the streamer for them. It's probably somebody way more entertaining. It's probably doing more of a thing. Most of the time, I'm not doing a thing. You, bio. Yeah, you do mining. I'm just trying to check on everybody to make sure, whoops, I'm in a trade. Like RimWorld streams and seeing what people do with their colonies. That's another thing too, is like, because I don't have a lot of mods, I don't really mod my RimWorld and stuff. I have had that, I have the difficulty of like raiding people, because it's like raiding a completely different game. Whereas like I'm still playing basically pure vanilla. So like a lot of people aren't super interested in seeing like the core game, which is fine. Some of it is like they're just not interested in listening to me like ramble on or whatever. But you can always mute. There's always an option to mute. But yeah, colonies are huge. Yeah, look, this is my largest colony. This is my third big colony. I've had Asora, Nido got big as well, actually. Patora, Coalition, I think, got up to about 100 or so. Like, we got there. I have quite enough money for this. I thought I had more shit. But, I want your Psychic Shock Lance. I don't necessarily need the wood, but I'd prefer the wood over... Oh, I'd still do want medicine and shit. I could take this stuff. I do want components. I do have food to sell you. Hold on. Where's the option to sell you berries? Are you lot just cannibals or fucking carnivores? I've got rice. Hold on. I now have like no days worth of food. I must have had a few baby animals happen. Let's see what I can do with that. Yeah, yak calves. Sell off the calves, the foals. Immediately that's going to solve a little bit of food issues. I won't be able to sell all this, but maybe 1,000. Yeah, I can sell 1,000. We'll see how it goes. Started started because I did a stream for my friends just to show them something in game real quick. They were all so excited and telling me I would be good at streaming, so I gave it a chance. Nice. It's good that you kind of had like the support of like peers and stuff like that when you started. I started because I saw my specialist at the hospital that like looks after my Crohn's and stuff, and he asked me what I did with my spare time and shit, because obviously at the time I was unemployed and I was recovering from like a severe mental break and stuff. And he's like, what do you do with your time? And I'm like, I play games. And he's like, okay, tell me about them and stuff. I told him about the games I play and shit. And he's like, have you ever considered like streaming? Because he was like deeply enthralled in like what I was on about, to the point where he got in trouble because they thought that he was avoiding taking new patients because he was too busy having a conversation with me. So that was pretty funny. Yeah, I'll go back with 1 day's worth of food. They're going to be hungry, but we'll make it back. So yeah, if it wasn't for that doctor, because like my original specialist, I have Crohn's disease, right? And I originally saw a specialist for it and he just died one day. And so I kind of got lost in the system, and I didn't get any further treatment for like 10 years. And then out of the blue, one of my doctors was like, so like, I don't know, something about medicine. He was like, how are you going with like your specialist or something like that? And I said, what specialist? He died when I got him. And he's like, oh, so who are you seeing now? And I'm like, I never got recommended to anybody and I don't know who to see. So they sent me to a hospital. It's like a teaching hospital kind of thing. So it's all free for me, which is really nice because like at the time I was unemployed. This is now my employment is streaming, right? And so like I could go and see doctors and specialists and they could teach students and stuff like that. So I'm kind of like a bit of a medical guinea pig in a sense, but they're also treating me. So that's really nice. And yeah, this first doctor that I got to see was just like, I was telling him about RimWorld and stuff and like what I was doing with my colony and what I do in like 7 days and stuff. And yeah, he was just like fascinated with like what I was doing with it, which was a surprise because I didn't take him for kind of like a gamer or anything like that. He could have been. He could have just found it interesting. And when he suggested it, he was like, suggested that I like stream and well, Jay's got ads at the moment, unfortunately. I can't do anything about that, man. I can't pause them. But yeah, when he suggested that I start streaming, I'm like, oh, nobody will want to listen to me. I'm not that interesting. Like, what I do in my games isn't that interesting. And he's like, there's people out there doing less with bigger followings. I'm like, you're fucking right. I was like, I think of the first thing that came to my mind was the AMSR ice bowls, where people literally just stir bowls of ice and people listen to that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm probably slightly more interesting than a bowl of ice. I'm not 100% certain about that, but at least what I do with my colony might be. So yeah, I gave it a go. And from like day one, I had people listening to me. Somebody tuned in. Of course, I had a complete pervert tune in on the first day and was trying to engage in some kind of like, was it bull torture, fucking dominatrix shit or something? And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And like, if you want to see it, I'm pretty sure it's on, oh no, not on the one that got saved. I have some stuff on like the first fucking Nido colony that I had, but like the very, very first stream didn't save either because I didn't even know how to save. I didn't know you had to enable something to make it save. That's the one I did not need to hear that. That's fine, Keelan. Look, I didn't need to experience it either. But I also didn't know how to block people back then. So I had like a 2-hour stream with some really weird kinky person that did not listen to my boundaries. So that was my first experience with Twitch while I was playing PUBG. And it never saved, so nobody has to bear witness to it. Because I didn't know that you have to save shit with Twitch. I just sort of automatically saved. So I finished and I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. And then I'm like, I had no video. I'm like, okay, I need to like look at some settings or something. I have a bit of my drink, hold on. Now all my ice is melted. Now my Coke's watery. It's fine. Look, they are starting to get the caravan together. But yeah, look, if it hadn't been for that one doctor, I probably would have never tried streaming. But beyond that, if I hadn't have realized at some point that, like, I need to do more than just stream once a week and or twice a week, I probably wouldn't be streaming 5 days a week for, like, you know, 4 hours a night. Like, sometimes I think about, like, increasing it to, like, 4 hours or 6 hours, but I know I wouldn't have the voice for it, you know? I'm like, I'd enjoy streaming for a little bit longer. It would let me be found by more people, but at the same time, I couldn't do it because my voice wouldn't let me do it. A caravan should be on the way home, and they should be able to make it most of the way. I had to give up an animal and some food. But we got a psychic shock lance, and we got a lot of silver, and we got a lot of steel, so I can work with that. You're free. Welcome back, Jay. Yeah, there's nothing I could do once that ad started, unfortunately. You didn't miss too much. It was literally just like, it was like basically all just like the one doctor just saying that, like, you know, there's bigger followings for less interesting content out there, and I'm sure that some people will want to listen to me or want to watch what I'm doing with the game and stuff like that. That's really all you missed. Everything else was like, I don't know, just me trying to do a trade. And also, I have a caravan, by the look of it. I think I'm sending up a caravan to go out. Oh, that's right, for mining. That's fine. I need to kick out the people that can't do mining out of this caravan. You know? How'd you listen to that one doctor? Look, I just wish I knew what the fucking doctor's name was so that I could at least, like, give thanks. Because, yeah, if it wasn't for him, ooh, let's fight. I wouldn't be streaming, and I wouldn't be... Whoa, there's a spider. It's an unwaveringly loyal spider. We'll just squish it. It's fine. Look, I wouldn't be streaming. I wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I wouldn't have stuff on TikTok. I wouldn't have socials like Twitter and Instagram and a Discord. I learned how to do all that shit. What is this raid?